Hey everybody, this is Josh Wilmuth, and I want to introduce you to one of CTTS's longtime clients. This is Alyssa DeLuna. She's Executive Director at Volunteer Legal Services in Central Texas. And I wanted to bring her on board just to talk a little bit more about what they do at VLS and who they serve. So with that, Alyssa, tell us a little bit more about VLS.
Sure. So Volunteer Legal Services of Central Texas, we serve primarily people who are experiencing poverty. And what we do is we recruit attorneys to provide pro bono civil legal services. So we are talking about divorces, custody issues, landlord-tenant issues, employment issues. And for people who are experiencing these problems, they may not always have the funds to hire an attorney to work on it. So back in 1981, a group of attorneys said, we're missing, we're missing a population that's not being served by the civil justice system. And that's a disservice to our community. And so at that point, they started individually representing people, and so served hundreds of people every year. And then eventually the model evolved, and now we serve people through legal advice clinics as well. So now people can come in, sign up, and talk to an attorney for 15 or 20 minutes at a time. And they can use our clinics as many times as they want. So now we serve thousands of individuals with hundreds of attorneys, providing what amounts to millions of dollars of pro bono work every year.
Wow, that is amazing. That's amazing. Thank you for heading up an organization like that. I know in these times of COVID-19 and isolation and just a lot of stress throughout the world, that business is probably pretty good for you guys, and y'all are receiving a lot of phone calls and seeing a lot of clients.
So it's been really interesting. I think for us, we did have to pause our services for a little bit because we were in-person clinics, and we had to move everyone remote, and then you try to figure out a way to do our model remotely. And that was a little bit of a challenge. It took us a couple of weeks to figure that out. And once we got it going again, then the challenge became, how do we do the outreach to our community? Normally, again, that's in person. We go to them. We're at public libraries, we're at community centers. So getting the word out about what we were doing and that we were back up and running has taken a little while. Also, what we've seen is people are making sure that their basic needs are being met right now, right? So they're going to the food pantries. They're, they are worried about paying the rent. And we've had our local government step up to help with that, or governments in general. And so that has been a nice thing for them to not to worry about, right? But what we're going to see is more people coming to us because, yes, the stress levels are higher. We're going to have many people who are working with their landlords, worried about eviction, probably with the eviction courts coming back open here in June. And unfortunately, many people who are suffering from having to stay at home with their abusers. And so we'll have domestic violence calls coming in, I'm sure, as well. So, we've had to adjust the way we get the word out that we're open, we're here and available, on how we train our attorneys. And then knowing that there's probably going to be a big wave of people who are going to come and need our help, specifically with landlord-tenant issues, and then helping those who are suffering from abuse as well.
Wow. Well, so as a nonprofit, you're running a lean and mean operation. How do you keep the mission still focused in all of these dynamic changes? And is there any tips and tricks that you've learned along the way that other nonprofits or small businesses can learn from?
That's a good question. We were caught in a difficult situation in, moving from home and making sure that everyone could work from home. And the biggest thing that we did was we did stop and focus on making sure that everyone could work from home remotely. So we took about a week to do that. And then we started laying the groundwork and the foundation to get back to where we were serving everyone. So converting our in-person clinics into remote clinics. And that took us about, another week. And another thing is that I've been checking in with our staff. Our staff are so critical in this time. And we're a volunteer organization. We have hundreds of volunteers that, give of their time. And our staff is the one that coordinates everything behind the scenes. We had a lot of staff who are now at home with kids. So I had to be really attuned to their needs and understanding that more than I ever have in the past. And I think that was really key in helping keep their morale up, and then focusing back on who our clients are and what we're doing and how meaningful it is. So getting the feedback from our clients, from our volunteers was so critical. And I think that drives our staff. Absolutely.
That's good. That tells a lot of your team that you've got folks that can step up no matter what and still make the show go on.
Absolutely. And I'd be remiss if I did not mention a very supportive board as well. They have been so responsive. So if I need anything, we've had virtual meetings, or they've been responsive, via email. And that's been really critical too. So communication, a lot of it in very different ways, I think has been something that has been a strength of ours and allowed us to continue to move forward.
That's good. Well, Central Texas is a very giving community. Is there anything that you need out there as a nonprofit that, if somebody may be watching this, they want to reach out to you? What are some numbers? What are ways folks can give back to you guys or can contact you?
Yeah, absolutely. So our website is vlsoct.org, and you can find out ways to help contribute there by either funding, or if you're an attorney and are interested in giving time, you can go to vls.volunteerhub.com, and you can sign up and learn more about our phone clinics. If there's someone that needs help, you can give them our phone number, 512-476-5550. And then we'll have a staff member get back to them so that they can learn how to get some legal advice as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking a few minutes and sharing about VLS and all that you guys do for our community. Thanks to you and your team for making things happen in crazy situations like we're in right now. And, if anybody of you are looking forward to, supporting an organization like Volunteer Legal Services, I encourage you just to reach out, check out their website, and look at their social media aspects of things and see if there's a way that you might can connect with them, whether you're an attorney or whether, you might need some help yourself. So, Alyssa, thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to having you on next time.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye.